2024-09-08, introduced by Commissioner Gillum.
Thank you all. The Honorable Mark DeWitt, Chairman and members of the Hawkins County Board of Commission regular session met this 23rd day of September 2024. Resolution in reference authorized the use of Surgoinsville Volunteer Fire Department for fire service coverage of Phipps Bend Industrial Park per the attached document of agreement. Whereas Phipps Bend Industrial Park requires a fire department that is capable of first response in case of fire or other emergency as required by industries in the park, and whereas through September 30th, 2024, that coverage was provided by Churchill Fire Department, which has opted not to continue to provide further first response coverage for Phipps Bend Industrial Park, with CHFD wishing to end their calendar year annual contract 1/4 of a year early, and whereas the Surgoinsville Volunteer Fire Department has agreed to take on the responsibility of fire coverage beginning September 1st, 2024. Is that supposed to be October 1st, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
It should be.
Sorry.
October 1st, 2024, and will respond first to fires within Phipps Bend Industrial Park, and whereas Surgoinsville Volunteer Fire Department has a sufficient fire protection rating to provide such coverage and a physical station very near the entrance to the park. Now therefore be it resolved that per the attached agreement, Surgoinsville Volunteer Fire Department will receive $25,000 per calendar year over and above their annual contribution from Hawkins County to provide this fire protection. The amount to be reviewed each subsequent year during the budgeting process. And now, be it further resolved that County Mayor Mark DeWitt be given the authority to sign and execute the attached agreement with Surgoinsville Volunteer Fire Department. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
Motion from Commissioner Gillum, second from Commissioner Britton. Any questions or comments? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, is this an indefinite decision, or is this reviewed like on a yearly basis?
It says it's reviewed annually. Commissioner Alvis.
Yes, over in paragraph 12, where it says, "It is agreed that the accordance appropriation of $25,000 shall cease and terminate at such time as the agreement is terminated and in accordance with the above. If contract is terminated prior to the end of the quarter, any unearned funds received must be remitted back to Hawkins County Industrial Board. The $25,000 shall be in addition to any other monies paid to the party, whatever."
Right.
I don't think it needs to go back to the industrial board. If something was to happen in a quarter that just started, and there's that $25,000, why would it go to the industrial board, period?
Do you want to just strike the words industrial board?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's an amendment that we'll need to vote on.
All right, so must be, you want to take out any unearned received must be remitted back to Hawkins County.
To Hawkins County.
Yes.
Sorry.
Into the general fund.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second.
Hang on, so that is a motion to amend.
Yes.
Hang on just a second.
We're hanging.
And who was the second on that?
Gibson.
All right.
John.
Yes.
It was, Danny, it was worded that way in the old agreement with Churchill.
Okay.
That's where it got stuck in there.
Thank you.
That's fine, we can move. All right.
Danny, I was trying to get you. All right, we're ready to vote
Okay.
on motion to amend.
This is voting on the amendment, taking out the industrial board, the words industrial board.
Larry. Yes.
All right. We've amended the resolution to strike those words. Now we're back on discussion on the amendment On the motion, on the resolution as amended. Commissioner Barrett.
Okay, my question kind of follows along with what Commissioner Alves was asking about. I'm a little confused as to the relationship between Surgoinsville Fire Department, the County Commission, and the Hawkins County Industrial Board. It seems to me like the agreement is between, or should be between, Surgoinsville City and Hawkins County Commission. So if Hawkins County Industrial Board is in fact supposed to be a second party to the agreement, then if you go back when Phipps Bend was set up, I believe it was through a joint venture with the city of Kingsport. So if Hawkins County Industrial Board is a party to providing fire service or into the contracts of providing fire service to Phipps Bend, then would not the city of Kingsport also need to be added into the agreement?
What's your thought?
I'm not familiar with the joint agreement initially when it was established. What you're telling me is that it was established as a joint venture between the city of Kingsport
And Hawkins County.
and Hawkins County.
Yes.
Then they would be an interested party, certainly, and should probably be included in it.
Okay.
I suggest perhaps we could postpone
Yeah,
consideration.
we can. The challenge of this is we need to
Oh, that's right.
have something in place by October 1.
Right. Well, you certainly have the parties, necessary parties. You've got one missing, but because of the time crunch, I would advise that you still perhaps proceed with the agreement. If we have to do an amendment to the agreement, which I'm
Okay.
sure all the parties would agree to.
Okay. Does that satisfy you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commissioner Gill.
Yeah, that was just going to be my suggestion. If we could pass it to avoid a lapse in fire coverage at the industrial park, and then we can submit an amendment to the agreement next month to consider.
Yeah. I'll talk to the Kingsport mayor and see what they want to do about it. Anybody else? Hearing none, let's go ahead and vote.
13 yes, 1 abstain.